to sit on heat or cold. So if it get cold in there, it probably warm up. And you know what I'm saying?
I want to get the breaker box outside. I never looked and checked it. There's a breaker box outside. I've turned that bitch off from the outside.
Yeah, but you don't want it to be completely off though, because you don't want no pipes and shit to freeze.
Let me tell you something. My dad's house, guess what? Was completely off. Everybody keeps saying that shit, right? My house in Arkansas, everything is off. Ain't nothing, don't say nothing, great. I hear you, but you gotta understand. You gotta let that shit throw out.
Shit, my fucking our pipe in Largo bust from being frozen before, and we was in the house.
Yeah, but one thing a house do need is movement. A house is like a car; you can't just let it sit. You need lights flickering and shit to keep the wires warm and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. But yeah, shit. I'm gonna see what's up. I'll holler at you. I'll call you back and let you know something.
Alright, but yo, that right there, if you're willing to do that, I'm gonna go do my taxes right now then. I was gonna try to wait till like March or something to do my taxes, but you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need the money regardless, and I'd rather sit on it. Cause for some reason, odd reason, I like watching my baby mothers do their taxes, spend all their shit up in a month, cause they ain't used to shit. And after that, you know that shit. People get money, like, cause when I got my check, I didn't cash my first check, so I got my fifth check. And my baby mother, when I was down there, she was sick behind that shit. I mean, well, she didn't say nothing, but she had it. You got all that money.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Seattle Seahawks. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On play action, now Rodgers. And he finds Corey Davis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Swift. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were strong last week, CD, and that win over New England.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Rodgers. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And so much of being a good tackler is understanding and taking the right angles to a ball carrier. And that was just tremendous straight line speed there. He eliminated the angles and was able to meet his man behind the line of scrimmage.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Whitfield. Try to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Trey Brown there on the stop.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the 47-yard line.
That's out quickly to Bateman. Evades it. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Whitfield. And that is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Off the bootleg. Whitfield. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yes.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll run on first down. Simmons. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Whitfield. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Whitfield. Oh, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, that would get a wide-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Shedding the tackle and gives him some room. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Rodgers. It's a 1st down and more for Davis. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Rodgers going to throw. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. Corey Davis, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Matt Amendola now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead at 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. And that's out. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Whitfield going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench into what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Whitfield. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Levi Onwuzurike drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Defense.
Now a handoff looking right. Powerful running. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Whitfield, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Now they try the right side here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Rodgers now to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Whitfield. He finds his man, complete. It's Simmons, and he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Whitfield. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
The partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. It's a room to maneuver. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 15. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now a give right side. Simmons. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Looking to throw. Whitfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Daniels. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On 2nd down, it's Simmons, and that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Whitfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point put through by Succop. And we are tied here in the second quarter.
The game at 7. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter. On first down, Simmons. And he's got some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. Extra point try now for Succop. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Lions 7. Michael Dixon.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Throwing is Rodgers. He'll get this off to Swift. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Come on, boy.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
First down. First and
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 12-yard line. But when he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Tracy Walker in on the tackle.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Five yards remain on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Whitfield. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return, and the Lions will take over.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down. First and 10 at the 49.
On play action, Rodgers. It's caught by Hooper. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On first down, Swift. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game and collected.
Touchdown! It's complete. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Whitfield. He finds his man complete. That's Simmons. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Whitfield. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. On 3rd down, it's Simmons. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
A gain of 1 yard. And the Seahawks 1st down.
Off the bootleg, Whitfield eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action, Whitfield. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he shows off some of that elusiveness there as he's able to dance his way to a gain of about 4. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
A gain of 10 yards. And
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Now Rodgers got to have this one. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Swift. Shifts past him at the 45. Shifts past him at the 45. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Buying time to his left. And that is caught. It's Davis. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
1st and goal at the 3-yard
Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on first down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They will run it with Swift here. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That was a huge play on 3rd down. So now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on the play of the game now. 4th and goal. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Simmons. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. It's a quarterback sneak. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to throw. Whitfield. He finds his man. Complete. It's Daniels. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gutsy decision there going for it on 4th, but they got it, and that likely puts an end to this one.
Indeed, it was gutsy because there's so many other options they probably could have exercised in that situation, but they bet on themselves, and it paid off.
On 1st down, it's Simmons. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll keep it on the ground. Simmons. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Seahawks, it's an important win for their